everyone, my name is Xin. I'm assistant professor from Duke Kunshan University. In this video, I'll present our research about players' stories and secrets in Animal Crossing. Since recent version, New Horizons, we will call it AC thereby. It's an online multiplayer game that supports social communications and collaboration. It's been sold over 32 million copies, attracting players because of its potential for socialization during the COVID-19 pandemic. HCI researchers have been studying how players' behaviors and social interactions emerge in collaborative games, and how these games may affect players' emotions and well-being. However, not all of multiplayer online games build positive interactions, and these games also have diverse mechanics or design patterns that few studies empirically investigated their social interaction component. So, we asked two research questions. First, what are the social interactions in AC that make players feel closely connected, especially during the pandemic? Second, what are the design factors in AC that contribute to the game's positive, safe, friendly social interactions and atmosphere? To answer these research questions, we first conducted an online survey. We obtained 119 valid survey responses. The majority of participants lived in the United States, Canada, and China. A minority were from Japan, Australia, the United Kingdom, and Spain. On average, they spent 15.6 hours a week and 117 hours in total playing AC. After the online surveys, we conducted 1-hour remote interviews with 25 participants who had various levels of social interactions. Two researchers used an inductive coding approach to identify themes. We mapped and grouped 3 themes. First, game environments and mechanics. Second, social interactions and dynamics. Third, mirroring behaviors from real life in AC and from AC in real life. The social dynamic theme were divided into 2 categories: subjects with whom players interacted, either other players or NPCs, and sources from which narratives were derived, either game-generated or player-generated. Next, let's take a look at each theme. Theme 1 is about game environment and mechanics. Participants reported that the real-time simulated environment, flexible game tasks, and AC's semi-private player network made them feel calm, safe, and less stressed. Others also noted that the game provided constant reward whenever they committed time to it, and they felt a sense of achievement. Theme 2 revealed findings about social dynamics in AC. It differs from other MMOGs in 2 aspects. It supports small social groups in a semi-private environment and enables player-generated activities. Second, it also generates rich game-determined narratives for NPCs to communicate with players. AC has game-determined featured events with social implications, providing opportunities for players to get together, such as featured event, cataloging, stock market, etc. In addition to game-determined narratives, players also used AC's environments to create their own narratives, such as social gatherings, birthday parties, virtual concert, etc. Besides human players, participants also interacted with different animal NPCs, and most reported feeling connected to those animal villagers. Surprisingly, more than half of them felt a similar social connection with NPCs as with real humans. In Theme 3, we found that participants tried to mirror their real-life behaviors in AC and embody their real-life identities in their AC avatars. For instance, P10 on the left wore a mask, although it's not necessary in a digital world, and P2 on the right showed how her booth looked like in a farmer's market before COVID-19. Findings show that AC's game world fosters positive feelings in its players and creates a stress-reducing environment through 2 contexts: the game-determined activities and player-generated activities. Based on our analysis, we reviewed the following 4 design factors which can inform a socially connected, positive, and friendly game atmosphere. They are an emotional improving environment, featured social events, rewards for reinforcing interactions, and friendly NPCs with narratives. Finally, we mentioned the limitations of this work. Participants recruited from game communities were most likely people who devoted higher engagement than others. Also, the survey and interview questions were designed for this work, and we didn't use standardized scales. Findings may not be generalizable to other games besides AC. Our primary contributions are twofold. This work provides an empirical understanding of players' social interactions and dynamics in AC during the pandemic. This research also extended the knowledge and provided insights for future MOGs. This is all for our presentation. Thank you for listening and feel free to email us for questions.